Pizza and wings.
Welcome back to the Pizza and Wings podcast. I'm Chase.
It's your boy Billy, and I finally hit a NASCAR parlay.
The dog's back, and Billy hit a parlay.
I'm Cole. I took out some great white sharks this past week, so everybody's welcome again.
And I'm Dylan. And did you know it's illegal to kill Bigfoot in Washington?
No,
I think it should just
shot.
be.
Yeah.
I think it should be illegal to kill Bigfoot like anywhere.
Yeah,
He's protected, dude.
Exactly.
That's an actual law.
So
Oh
there
my
was like a
fucking
whole
God.
thing to have him nationally recognized as like a endangered species, but like I think California and Washington, especially Washington, the slaying of Bigfoot is a felony and punishable by 5 years in prison. And they
So
designated
this
Bigfoot
confirms
as
it.
Washington has him as an endangered species. So,
Oh yeah.
and you know what, Billy? That law was passed in 1969. So how about that?
Oh well, nice.
I think it's also illegal to kill them in Canada too.
There's a lot of them in Canada.
There's
So you're
well-
saying the best friend village has to be in Washington because that has been confirmed.
No,
that
because Washington sucks.
it does.
There's
but
so many,
a lot of
like-
rain. There's a
but
lot of
different
rain up
Bigfoot law.
there.
Not even the rain. It's the damn crackheads running around with legal meth in the streets and shit. Like
That's
zombies.
That's Oregon.
That's everywhere.
Well, close enough. Same thing.
No,
Philadelphia.
the legal meth is Oregon,
In Washington, Oregon,
which
like
granted
the same
is
thing.
right south of Washington, but
Everything that far left is the same state.
yeah,
fair.
it's basically just one connected California.
Yeah.
Can we just auction those 3 states off?
Yes.
Sorry for anybody from California.
I don't know. I mean,
Or am I?
Washington has some nice it's quite beautiful. Those mountains are quite nice over there.
That's true.
Yeah, but the people who run it and
Well, we can change that.
no, we can't.
I mean, we could.
We could
All
try.
right, Chase, I elect you as the governor as Washington.
All right, my first thing is I secede from the United States.
Oh, good lord.
All right.
Good lord. Civil War II. Let's go. Jeez Louise.
But yeah, speaking of like laws, though, I forget if it's specifically Columbus, Georgia, or if it's just all of Georgia. But I imagine some of you are aware. But if you're not, I'm going to say it. It's you cannot have an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
Mhm.
But the front's
That
okay.
it is. I guess so. I guess the front's okay. But
Is it on Sundays though? Is that a thing?
no, I think it's just like any time you cannot have an ice cream cone.
Like it
Your back
matters. Like
pocket.
it's on Sundays. But
Do you want to actually know why though? Because I found this out.
If there's a reasoning for it, absolutely.
There's lore behind this.
there is a reasoning behind it.
if there's
So-
an ice cream cone in someone's back pocket, people are probably going to be trying to nibble that thing.
Well, so the law was made back when people rode horses, and how people would steal horses, like with pretending to be oblivious, is they would put an ice cream cone in their back pocket, walk by a horse, and if the horse isn't secured enough to wherever they're like supposed to be tied to, the horse would then start following the person trying to lick the ice cream, and then the person just steals the horse.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of smart.
Yeah,
So is that still in effect or what?
I think so.
I wish more of these laws would have like backgrounds like that, so we would know.
Yeah,
about
not
it.
something like here's another law in Georgia. It's apparently illegal in Georgia to use profanity in the presence of a corpse.
A dead body.
You gotta respect. It's gotta respect the dead people, you know.
Maybe, but what if you walk in, like you just like you open your front door, you walk in, you're talking to your buddies, you step in the living room and there's just a corpse and you're like, "Oh,
Straight to jail.
Good lord.
Straight to jail.
I don't know if it was South Carolina or not, but we had one where it was like it was legally okay to beat your wife on the courthouse steps on Sundays in public or something.
I remember reading about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're allowed. Oh yeah.
So I'm scrolling on this website, And I found one in Arkansas. It says you cannot honk your horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m.
Yeah, right to jail.
Like
The sandwich shop in particular, like they may still.
yeah, it says sandwich shop after 9
The
p.m.
sandwich shop.
The
I mean, brother, if you're the sandwich shop, don't be honking that horn.
Since you mentioned
Oh,
Arkansas, Billy, I have another one from Arkansas. It is a law that while you're in Arkansas, you have to pronounce the state's name as Arkansas.
Yeah, you
So,
should get
God
shot if you
forbid I
call it
can't say
Arkansas.
Yeah,
It
You
is
can't say
Arkansas, though.
It is not Arkansas.
It's Kansas with
But
AR in front of
it's
it.
a law that when you're in Arkansas, you can't say Arkansas. You have to say
Good. You should
Arkansas.
learn. You should know how to read and write.
I love that video of the Mexican lady. She's like, "It's Kansas. Why not Arkansas?"
Yeah.
I think that's like any like foreigner. Like they'll learn
Is it-
how to say Kansas and they see the spelling and then they look in Arkansas and they're like, Arkansas. It's like, uh-oh.
What's the
So-
charge on that?
Death.
I don't know.
It's
Well,
the
we'll
death
assume that the
penalty.
charge for all of these is like you're on death row. We'll assume.
Death row.
Death
Well,
row.
no.
Good
I
lord.
mean, if there's stupid laws, it should have like at least the charges, like
If
you know,
you're-
felony or like a misdemeanor,
Oh,
like what
we don't
class
know.
misdemeanor?
Could you imagine losing your job because you shoved an ice cream sandwich in your back pocket in Georgia?
Well, a horse
Well, it,
made it.
it,
you know?
it specifically says an ice cream cone. So
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
ice
Well,
cream
what kind of
is
cone?
good.
Like a regular cone,
A
like
waffle
waffle
cone?
cone?
It's gotta be
yeah,
waffle
if you
cone.
just put a scoop of ice cream in your back pocket, I think you're all good. But if it's ice cream on a cone, then
Yeah, but it
But-
states
but
a cone. There's
If it's
different
like
types of
that
cone.
pre-packaged ones that they sell in like the big boxes, that's not even real ice cream. You can set that outside and it doesn't melt. So
Yeah, that's
is
the
it
government
really
trying to kill
ice
you.
cream?
No, it's
See?
But here's another weird law from Georgia that I don't know the backstory to this. It's against the law to tie a giraffe to a telephone pole or a street lamp.
so.
What? I mean,
What do you?
No, I
what do you-
get that one. I get that one.
Where would you tie it? Like the top of the neck, like under by the mouth,
Yeah.
or would you tie it like down by the shoulders?
Probably like down by the shoulders.
Like where does a giraffe wear a tie?
Down by the shoulders.
But
That's a
like, it
good
could go up
question.
By the neck,
It's a good
the top of
question.
the neck.
For us, it's right under our head, right? But like,
Dad, look at the giraffe.
Well,
That's what I'm
here's
saying.
the thing. Here's the thing. So think of a person, think of a human being with a
Mhm.
long neck, like longer
Right.
than normal.
Okay.
When they wear a suit, is their tie up by their chin or below their goozle?
that's fair.
if it was either way, I would say it's acceptable.
Is it a bow tie or a tie?
either way. All right, I know damn well if it's under the chin, you're gonna say something.
All right, yeah.
Call him a giraffe.
A giraffe wearing a
Um,
tie would be kind of funny at the zoo.
So I found one that actually does have a little backstory to it. Which
Billy,
is-
if it's from
this is
Florida, we
kinda
know there
sad.
are no laws in Florida. So
Well, this
Laws
is not
are
from
not-
Florida. This is actually from Connecticut. It says you cannot sell pickles unless they are able to bounce.
That makes sense.
I mean, who doesn't want bouncy pickles? I mean,
In
Yeah,
1948, two men were arrested for selling pickles that were unfit for human consumption. Discussing ways to check for good pickles, officials declared the pickle is legitimate only if it bounces. The pickles in question did not bounce, so the two men were arrested and fined, and the pickles were destroyed.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't even like pickles, and if I'm buying them, they better be bouncy.
Oh my god!
You can give them to people, I guess. You just can't sell them, right?
Yeah, from what it sounds, yeah. Like if you were to just like give them to somebody, like
Yeah.
say, "Hey, here, you want some pickles?" That sounds like all right.
I'd do
but,
it.
like, if
I'd
you're
do it
like,
right in front of a cop. Oh yeah, take these bounceless pickles, officer.
Here's some weird laws from California.
No, here we go. We don't even
Fucking
know.
California.
So this is
Yeah.
some of these are from
Can't
specific.
idle a
like,
diesel-powered
towns.
vehicle for more than 30 seconds.
your straw has to
miles
be made out
outside
of
the city,
fucking
yeah,
grass or
like-
something. Like, you know.
Nah, it's more than
California,
that.
great for
So-
California.
So this is a law that was actually repealed at one point, but it was a law and it was repealed at a time. So in Burlingame, California, it was illegal to eat caramel ice cream while standing on a sidewalk.
Yeah, because it causes cancer. It's bad for the environment. And
Well, hold on. Did you not hear what I said at the beginning that it was repealed? That's one point. And guess what? It was repealed when Clint Eastwood was the mayor.
What you say?
Oh, well, that's because he's a rational man. Probably the best thing that ever happened.
Wait, here's another one. In California, it's illegal to set a mouse trap without a hunting license.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I guess a mouse is an animal.
I'm not even
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, you can't catch fish with your bare hands in Pennsylvania. So those kids out there catching fish.
It's interesting you can't set a mouse trap without a hunting license. So I mean, like, what if you have a pest problem? You know, like.
You probably got to call an exterminator. That's how they make
Well,
money.
Oh, geez.
Speaking of hunting, Chase, did you know in Virginia it's illegal to hunt anything except raccoons on Sundays?
So
I, in
raccoons
fact,
are
didn't
like
know.
fair game.
Raccoons are the only thing you can hunt on Sundays in
Dang.
Virginia.
I did know that. I
Wait,
knew
who's
that.
who's actively hunting raccoons?
A lot of
A
people.
lot of people.
Yeah, it's like a thing here.
Like they have dogs and
Yeah,
stuff. To
yeah, coon
groom and
dogs.
stuff.
That's
like,
where coon
you'd
dog
be
comes from.
surprised.
If you
Yeah,
and their dick bone they use for moonshine, so that's kind of cool.
they do. They use it to bring it out the end of the like the heck's it called? Like the end of the,
The
tube
still,
where it drips.
maybe?
Yeah. Well, yeah, out of the end of the still, but it goes up and it goes into the line and then it
So they
comes
use
out.
raccoon dick for moonshine and beaver asshole for vanilla extract.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
100%.
I want to meet the guy who found this out.
Who sniffed beaver ass?
If you're out there, I'm fucking, you gotta
Well,
let me know.
They could have killed
Right.
one, like in the beaver trade thing, and just like, man, something smells good over here. And it's like, oh my god, it's his ass. And
Let
then
me
that-
dump this in my French toast.
There you go.
The raccoon one, it's the way it tapers because it tapers to nothing, which is why they use it because it creates like the perfect drop at the end.
Yeah, it's like I think the raccoon's like one of the only animals that actually has a bone in his dick.
There's like one or two more, I think.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
it
It's like
is,
one of the
you
like
said.
few.
Yeah, it's weird. They have. Imagine whacking that thing off of something like, dude, you get a bruise on it.
You could actually break your dick. Like,
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
quick question for you guys: do you guys like cottage cheese?
In moderation,
Not
if it's in
really.
if it's in something, maybe. No one's eating a tub of it.
I'm about to say for the people that like get a tub of it and just get a spoon and eat it, I can't do that. But
Yeah, that should be illegal.
So,
You're weirdos.
in Tampa, it is illegal to eat cottage cheese after 6 p.m. on a Sunday.
Good, yeah. Stay away from
what?
that.
Yeah.
there's a lot of Sunday laws. It's like you weren't doing shit on Sunday back in the day, bro.
But,
That's
but
it's not all
this,
religion right there.
this
God's
other
day of
law.
rest, like Cole said, it's God's day
Yeah,
of
you
rest.
can't sell cars on Sundays here.
Well,
I know
speaking
we
of
don't sell
cars,
beer and stuff. You used to.
Here, this is perfect. This rolls right into the next one. You cannot tie your elephant to a parking meter without paying a parking fee
On Sunday.
in Florida.
On Sunday?
Not
Your
on Sunday.
Oh.
Brother, if you're
But
parking
your
your elephant
elephant-
on the sidewalk, you're paying for that. You're taking up 3 spots.
So here's an interesting one from Montana. It is a felony for your wife to open your mail.
I like that.
Should be a,
Go Montana.
If
No,
it still has your
100%.
name on it and your wife opens it, that's a felony.
That's a
Yeah.
federal offense, tampering with the
Yeah.
mail. Like,
I'll
You
call
don't
cost
F
my
with
wife.
somebody's mailbox, dude, or their mail.
like shit.
Meanwhile, I can't pronounce this town name, like Lehigh, Leah, I don't know.
Princess Leia.
Lehigh, Nebraska. Donut holes are forbidden to be sold.
You can give them away, though.
You can give them away. You can't
Yeah.
sell them though.
That's like here. I think you can't sell turtles, but like you can sell the tank and have a turtle in it. You know.
Yeah, no, I agree there, Cole. I
So-
100%.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
when you do sell them.
So-
like,
So since Dylan got nabbed by the Terminator over here,
I'm back.
It's illegal to be a Terminator at a podcast.
But going back to Sunday, in Florida, this used to be a law. It's not in effect anymore. But unmarried women could be fined for parachuting on Sundays.
But if she's married, she's good.
Yeah, if you're married, you're
Yes.
fine. But
And if she's single, right to
this
jail.
was removed a few years back. But just the fact you couldn't go parachuting or anything like that.
So Billy, speaking of marriage, the whole reason we started talking about all these laws is like me and she wasn't my wife then, we would go to like North Carolina or something and stay like a weekend, and it was illegal for unmarried couples to get hotel rooms, so we had to pretend we were married.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
You
That's
just say
so
you're
dumb.
married, and they're just like, "I didn't."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well,
Like they
Well-
didn't enforce it very well, but like I mean, it was illegal. Like it was weird.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got-
that's
This goes
dumb.
back to the whole thing, like at Charlotte, like about not being able to go on the trip if you're not married. Like you can win the free trip, but you're like, yeah, well, I'm single, and they're like, well, you need somebody else to go with. Like you're married, and you're like, no, and they're like, oh, well, you can't go. Like what?
Well, they just want to sell you a timeshare to
I know
a
what
married
that's
couple.
what I was getting
yeah.
into. Yeah, like because if you're not married, you're not gonna get a timeshare. You're not gonna
I
take the
got it.
kids on vacation. It's so dumb. I don't understand laws where people have to be married.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
So, I found some more laws in Florida, which these just blow my mind. Apparently, I mean, this isn't a law no more. These next two are not laws anymore. But at one point, the penalty for horse,
What?
yeah, better go in there with that 6-piece suit, brother.
A 6-piece.
A 6-piece suit.
Yeah,
Gotta wear your swimming trunks when you're showering. Or I'm offended.
Well, I got some more weird ones from Nebraska. Nebraska is really weird with these. A man is not allowed to run around with a shaved chest.
Use a
I
locker.
understand.
Like you can only run around if you got hair on that chest. If it's shaved, you can only
Well-
jog.
but what if you've never
Oh.
shaved and you just don't have hair in your chest?
You better take that up with the police.
And then another one in Nebraska, a parent can be arrested if their child cannot hold back a burp during a church service.
See, I believe that because like churches was like all strict back then. Like,
Dude, the people in the like old days were just sitting in the corner on Sundays. They weren't allowed to move.
yeah, you couldn't do nothing.
And then
Literally couldn't do
this
anything.
last one from Nebraska, specifically Waterloo, Nebraska. Barbers were forbidden from eating onions between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day.
We gotta be right your people's faces cutting hair. You don't want to be smelling
Yeah.
like onions.
That
Oh.
you
Like,
know,
never say
I
anything about
understand.
garlic,
Like,
though.
get behind.
They can
I
eat
understand
garlic,
That's true.
but not
Yeah, but
onions.
garlic was like good for your health.
And it killed vampires. So
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
What was the animal you guys were mentioning earlier? Was it
Raccoons?
raccoon? Okay, so
On Sundays.
this isn't a raccoon, but it's a similar animal to an extent. In
it's a similar
Florida,
amphibian.
having sexual relations with a porcupine is illegal.
That should be illegal everywhere.
Yeah, like why is
Why would you even attempt
Yeah,
that?
we-
We know
animal
exactly.
is
We know
illegal.
exactly why that became a law.
Florida
What
man
sick
strikes
fuck
again.
did that?
Somebody fucked up and found out.
There was a story a few
Um,
years ago where the guy, this is not porcupine, but he died from having sex with a horse. It like crushed him or something. Or no, it didn't crush him. It like busted his insides.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So
Ew.
So in New York, you can be fined $25 for flirting to someone that they didn't want to be flirted with.
it's harassment. I understand.
Yeah, harassment, yeah, for sure. Sexual harassment.
So going back to what Dylan said, like with the horse and that guy.
We have to go back to that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in fact, like up here, it just recently, it wasn't the same scenario, but it happened like 3 weeks ago. There was a police officer arrested for having sexual relations with underage kids, and what they caught him on that led to the underage things was animals.
So it snowballed.
His main charges came from having sex with, and I quote, it said multiple different animals.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
Back to blue, baby.
Actually, think that about you.
Doing God's work out there.
But for Pittsburgh, right? Think of it, it's a nice warm summer day. What's a better way to cool off than taking a nap on a refrigerator outside? Well, you can't in Pittsburgh, Billy.
I just read that.
They will lock you right up. You can only do it in your house.
Oh my god, that's God forbid I wanted to curl up like a cat on the top of a
If you're like,
fridge and
hey,
sleep.
I want to go see the Pirates play. Oh, there's a fridge out here. It's nice and hot. Don't you think about sleeping on that thing?
Well, Cole, it's funny that you mentioned plays because apparently in Ridley Park in PA, don't even think about eating peanuts while walking backwards in front of the Barnstormers auditorium during a performance. You will be arrested because it's illegal.
Good lord, that's I was thinking about doing that.
I don't even
Yeah,
like
also-
peanuts. Like,
And
Yeah,
I
peanuts
don't like
are just
walking
gross.
backwards.
what if I eat the peanut and you walk backwards? You think we get away with it?
We can probably
Maybe.
share a jail cell. Cool.
But Cole, remember, don't wear or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not you, but any woman in Morrisville, PA, cannot wear makeup unless you have a permit.
Yeah, you need a permit to wear makeup.
That we should enact that. Some of
That
y'all,
should
some of y'all ladies wear
Actually-
way too much makeup.
Yeah.
get a we get a kiss or something on the cheek and you get half your fucking face torn off with all the mascara and shit on you.
I know Pennsylvania has a lot of like horse stuff, so you can't like tie a horse to a meter or.
Well, I got you, brother. You cannot sing in your own
Oh.
bathtub.
Oh well, thank we could. You
What about the
I can be in
shower?
the bathtub. It's a little different.
Yeah, what if I'm standing in the shower?
Then
No,
you
it
can
says
sing
bathtub, so if
away.
you're in the shower, you might be okay.
Did you guys know Ohio? It's illegal.
Arrested for a wobbly snake. Shout out Drake. And I can throw it.
So you can't shake a snake at some guy, but you
Yeah,
can
like
throw
you
it,
can't
but-
chase
but you
after him
could-
like shaking the snake in your hand at him, but you can
But-
but you are allowed to throw the snake.
I can
Someone.
yeet that mofo.
But having a callback to like episode 1, they can search monkey porn, but you can't get snakes thrown at you.
Well, you can't shake the snake, right? Like you might get it
You
SIDS
can't
or
shake
something.
the snake.
What if you like move it around quick?
Well,
You're
what
like, I'm not
if the
shaking
snake
it.
has a rattle on it and that's
Oh, can you shake the rattle, Chase? Come on.
Oh,
It doesn't specify.
Okay. Well,
the
Mm.
snake
But
shake.
here's another one in Ohio. No one can be arrested on Sundays or on the 4th of July
where at?
I like that.
in Ohio.
Yeah, because everything's illegal on Sunday. They'd be arresting everyone.
Yeah.
You can't be arrested, so you can just go do whatever you want. As a
No,
free
that just
country in
means that
Ohio?
they skip the arresting process and they just shoot you.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Because hey, if you
fair.
die, that's not you being arrested.
it's true. Up until 2015, it was illegal for nursing home and senior center places to do 2 days of bingo a week. Like that was their
Aw.
limit.
Oh,
Bastards.
so-
If I'm in a nursing home, I want 7 days straight of bingo.
Pretty much.
That's like the best game to play.
Probably the only thing they can play. I could be playing laser tag or anything.
It's illegal.
What the fuck?
It's illegal to wrestle a bear in Louisiana. So
I mean, props to whoever wants to take that challenge because you're not getting away with that. Well, shout out to Griff because in Kansas, if your tires start screeching, you can be arrested.
that's
Oh.
fair.
So God
Oh.
forbid, so you slam on the brakes to try to avoid hitting.
You know what
somebody,
else
just
is
fucking
illegal
ram
in
that mofo.
Kansas, Billy?
What's that?
Ice cream on cherry pie. Can't
Is it
happen.
on a Sunday?
Can't happen. No, it's on all days, I think.
man.
So
Did you guys know that in Oklahoma, people who make ugly faces at dogs can be fined or jailed?
Good. Dogs are
That's fair.
wonderful creatures.
that's fair.
Yeah. It's also illegal to wear boots to bed.
Good. Should be.
Yeah, why the hell would you want to do
You
that?
don't need
It's
to shit
also
coaters on
it's
them.
also illegal to take a bite out of another person's hamburger.
That's right.
Yeah, like okay, I can
Good.
actually stand behind some of these.
It's also banned to have tissues in the back of your car.
I don't get that one.
Sometimes you want to crank one out after a long
And
day of work or
then
something.
here's the final one I'm going to say for Oklahoma. Tattoos are banned.
Well, fuck me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
you're
they'll get
out.
away with that.
All
I
right,
was about to
boys.
say I've
Can't go to Oklahoma.
seen people with
If
tattoos.
if you're in California, right, and it's before 7 in the morning, you better not be whistling for your lost canary because that's illegal.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
701, you can look for that thing, but 659 if you're looking for your lost bird.
Well,
They're not
Cole,
whistle.
hopefully you never move to Louisiana because I might want to send you a surprise pizza. Nope,
I'm
it's
guessing
illegal.
that's illegal.
It is illegal. You cannot send a surprise pizza to somebody's house.
So say we go visit Chase, right? And we eat chicken at like a restaurant. Don't you dare pick up that fork and eat that chicken
I
with
know.
it because
Oh,
you're out of
You
here.
have to eat chicken with your hands.
Yeah, you're out.
So I know Chase was talking about this state the other day because it's the very tippy top of the United States of Maine. It's illegal to park in front of a Dunkin' Donuts.
What? Am I supposed to just drive
Yep,
around a
go
Dunkin'
find
Donuts as
somewhere
I
else to
take my
park.
order?
Find
I'm
a
like, yeah,
different
can I get a dozen and I will have.
Yep, find another business to park in front of because bitch, you're getting locked up for parking in front of Dunkin'.
So in 2013, Florida actually accidentally banned all computers.
How do you accidentally do that?
They confusingly worded
The
a
whole
law.
state government.
Yeah, they fucked up where they worded the law and it banned all computers.
Oh.
a callback. Here's one from bingo. In North Carolina, it's illegal to have a bingo game over 5 hours.
Oh.
Dude, if you're
And it's
fucking
even
bingo
worse.
game lasts 5 hours,
It's
that's
even
too
worse if you like wine because it's also illegal to play bingo drunk.
long.
So if you're on a 5-hour binge or bingo, you're under the jail.
You're going right to prison.
Straight to hell. Do not pass go.
Oh.
So hopefully Juicy doesn't do this up in Michigan. You can't sell your car on a Sunday.
Yeah, I think
that's how it is
I
here,
think
too.
we said that earlier. Something about that.
Oh, you
earlier.
did?
Yeah,
I don't know about
Most
Michigan, but I think we're
states.
talking about Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I think multiple states have that as a law. Did you guys know that in Utah, the Mormon states, birds have the right of way on highways?
Now, how in the hell am I gonna?
justify slamming on the brakes.
There was a goose flying over. What did you want me to do?
that goddamn canary that was lost.
You're gonna get tried for murder and everything.
Oh my
Here's
God.
another thing. In
Triple
Utah,
manslaughter.
the husband is responsible for any criminal act committed by his wife while he is in her presence.
Gee.
So if he witnesses her murder somebody, the husband would get arrested for murder.
Even if he turned her in?
That's fucked.
Even if he turns her in.
I'm not
Dylan, I'm not a cop or anything, but you have a couple kids. Have they ever played with a pinball machine before?
Probably at an arcade, yeah.
Well, they're right to jail.
No.
It is illegal to play pinball under the age of 18 in South Carolina.
God,
Whoa.
dang it.
Wow.
They got us.
Say your goodbyes.
Well, Dylan, you live in the country, right?
I would like to say this is for entertainment purposes, and anything we say cannot be held against us in the
It
court
will
of
be
law.
held against you in the court of law.
Thank you.
Dylan, you live in the country, right? You live also, you have some land and
Most-
dirt roads and everything, right?
Most would say I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, yes.
All right. Well, do not go live in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota because God forbid you get some dirt on your tires because that is illegal.
I can't get dirt on my tires.
No.
God. Rest in peace, Brad Paisley. No.
You can't sing that song on it. You're singing that thing in your mud, right to jail.
Billy, if you're ever at a frog jumping contest in California, please do not eat the dead frogs because you're going straight to jail, buddy.
I don't like frogs in general, so fuck that.
Just don't do it, okay?
But you better love your kids because you can't sell kids in Florida.
Well, Cole.
I hope you can't sell kids anywhere.
Well, Cole, hopefully you have kids one day, and if you're going to give them presents, don't give them a rat. In Montana, it is illegal to give a rat as a present.
If I'm in Montana and my kids are giving rats to people, I'll put them in jail myself.
Billy,
No.
God.
Did you know that swearing at somebody over the phone in Virginia is punishable by a $100 fine?
now how are they going to police that?
How are they going to know?
Yeah. Actually, we're going to,
Unless they
instead of the
tap the
United States
phones.
for this one, did you know in Dubai you cannot
Good.
cuss at somebody? You can get up to a $10,000 fine.
Now that's
and or 2 years in prison.
that. I think a lot of Middle Eastern countries are Got some
But that's
crazy
insane.
stuff.
God
Hell,
forbid.
it's better than
slip
dying,
up,
Billy.
Now it's over.
Hell, like
What?
that Middle East stone you for looking at the sun or something. Like, I don't know.
If you go outside with a fucking watch on, you're dead.
Yeah, you better not have a watch on.
But speaking if you're dead, if you're in Maine, you better not advertise on anyone's tombstones. So I better not see lies here, blah blah blah, died here. Fucking blue chew. If you
God, that is a genius idea. I pay for your headstone, but then I get to sponsor it like
and then you
forever.
sponsor it.
Oh my God, we have discovered
Not in
the
Maine.
meta.
Not in Maine, you're not.
Not made.
We can't
Not
do it in
Maine.
Maine, but here lies Cole Snyder, brought to you by Blue Chew on this day
The Pizza Wings
in
podcast.
Pizza Wings Podcast, September 11th, 2001.
And in Maryland, it's you can't curse while you're driving, and if you do, you have to add $100 to the city swear jar.
There's a city swear jar.
Swear jar. It's like a tip jar. Well, Cole, I know sometimes you have to go into New Jersey, and hopefully you're not speeding because wearing a bulletproof vest is, while committing a crime, is illegal. So don't wear a bulletproof vest and speed.
I won't. I won't even bring it with me next time I go.
Next time
you-
we have a
Oh,
party, Billy, you better not bring any silly string in Alabama because you're going straight to jail.
Oh, damn it. I can't do that for the Dega trip.
Nope, no silly string. Sorry.
Well,
Did
it's funny because that's an idiotic move. Sorry, Chase. I'm going to cut you off right here. I'm only saying this because in New Mexico, in quotations on here, it says idiots are banned from voting.
Yeah, I saw that one. I said nobody would get the vote then. Everybody's
Yeah.
mad.
No, that's where we moved there, and we will be the only people that can vote.
Well,
And then,
maybe like
No.
two of us.
no, just we could send Chase because he has like a college degree. you know.
No,
Chase would get the vote, yeah.
Well, I mean, what's their definition of idiot? Like, because if they go based off of IQ, then
It
Like, they
says
go based off
insane
of, like-
persons convicted of felonies or infamous crimes.
so basically, if you've been to prison or not.
Basically,
now I want to know how this became a law in Missouri. You're not allowed to be a Tarzan. It says
What?
in University City, Missouri, it's illegal to swing upon another person's motor vehicle and honk their horn for them.
Hi, dude.
If I see a motherfucker swinging at me from a vine in the middle of a highway and they're honking my horn,
Good lord.
straight to jail.
That's impressive. They shouldn't arrest him if he can do all that. Go.
No, say like put them on like the U.S.
Fucking
team
impressive.
for like the Olympics or something.
Oh
like,
my God.
I want to know the situation that happened. And they're like, I'm calling the cops. Like, just,
It's never happening again in my town.
you're lucky you'd be arrested for calling the cops.
Man.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Well, in Arizona,
that's a good one.
you can't have a donkey in your bathtub after 7 p.m. So don't do that.
All right.
this is something interesting from West Virginia, and I don't get how you're supposed to enforce this law, but it's unlawful for chickens to lay eggs between 8 a.m. and after 4 p.m. or before 8 a.m. and after 4 p.m.
How the hell do you even control that?
You have to try.
Like it's like you have an alarm and it's like your chicken about to lay an egg alarm and you like wake up and like don't do.
Maybe
No,
maybe
that's
you
where
train your
Chase kills the
chickens.
chicken,
You'd have to train them.
Train the chicken. Yeah.
or just kill it.
Here's another bathtub one. You can't eat an orange while taking a bath in California, so don't do that.
What?
God forbid, I want my nutrition in the bathroom.
Like you're
Well,
soaking in
you
the
know.
bath, you bite an orange, straight dead.
Right to jail.
So what was that state that with the tombstones? Was that Maine?
Maine.
Maine,
Yeah, we're sponsoring
Okay, cool.
tombstones.
In Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery. So God forbid, I want to go hunt some ghosts.
You can't hunt them. No. Where is that? Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to Oregon.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go
Did
anyway.
you know that in Wisconsin it is 100% legal to marry your house?
So wait,
I didn't know where that was
What happens if you
going.
get divorced? Does the house just?
The house gets
lose
half of
everything?
Well, the house gets the house, obviously.
Yeah, but
God.
what?
You get kicked out.
Oh my god.
Well,
no
okay.
way.
You can marry your house. Dennis Rodman married himself, so
That's true.
I always joked about marrying a taco, but then I'd be like a widow instantly because I'd eat it.
You eat it. It's murder. It's
Here's another thing, kind of similar to the chickens, but in Tennessee, it's illegal for frogs to croak after 11 p.m.
What the
What, they gonna shoot them?
They got little frog handcuffs. They're just arresting all of them.
They have little frog police.
It's also illegal in Tennessee to catch a fish with a lasso.
That's impressive.
That's actually impressive.
That's fucking
That's
impressive.
pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Speaking
We can't
of
catch them
Tennessee,
with our bare
Chase,
fans, but they can't use lassos.
speaking of Tennessee, Chase, do not share your Netflix password. That is illegal.
Well, actually, it's not illegal. It's not illegal by like law. It's illegal by Netflix.
And Netflix
their
is law.
thing.
So
I don't know. It says in
Netflix is the
Tennessee,
law.
so whatever.
Yeah, well, if you're ever in Nevada,
It says
don't
this.
use an
It says
X-ray
this
to
law is
get your
directed
shoe size.
at hackers. Apparently,
would
Yeah,
you
they're all
say
hacking everything?
don't get an X-ray on your shoes?
Yeah. In Nevada, you're not allowed to X-ray your feet to get your shoe size.
What?
why
would you X-ray?
Why would you need to do that?
You can X-ray your feet if they're like broken, but if you need to know what shoe size you are, you cannot X-ray your feet.
I think we'll
Or
just
anyone
measure it.
else's.
I think we'll just measure it. I think.
It's like you go to the doctor. The doctor's like, "Oh yeah, it feels like your foot's broken. We're gonna take an X-ray." Like the doctor's doing an X-ray, and then you're like, "Hey doc, by the way, what size is my foot?" And then they just like
bust down the
slowly
door.
turn. Yeah.
Ew.
Speaking of
This is actually-
shoes, you can't shine them after 1 p.m. on Sundays in New York. So
Oh my god, the fucking Sunday.
Sundays.
Did you know that in Dyersburg, Tennessee, it's illegal for a woman to call a man for a date?
Why would they make that illegal?
That's bullshit.
That sucks.
I got another Sunday
Yeah.
one. You can't sell cornflakes in Ohio on Sundays. So
Well, that's Ohio. That's-
Speaking of Ohio, in their coal mines, it's illegal to not have enough toilet paper in the toilets.
that's a good law. It's a good
The coal
law.
mines.
It's a good law. What are you gonna wipe your ass with? I mean,
That canary.
Did you guys know that in Providence, Rhode Island, it's illegal to sell toothpaste and a toothbrush to the same customer on a Sunday?
Dude.
what if he needs two toothbrushes? Like, dude,
Sticking
everything's
out that
fucking
way.
illegal on Sunday. You can't eat hamburgers in Minnesota on Sunday, and you can't eat cottage cheese in Florida on Sunday. Like, I don't
Sticking on
understand.
that side of the
Everybody
state.
take a piss with the door open on a Sunday afternoon or something. Like,
Yeah.
In Vermont, it is illegal for women to wear fake teeth without their husband's approval. So God forbid you're like
yeah.
80 years old without
That's
teeth.
fair.
You can't
Well,
wear them.
hey,
fair.
listen, the husband's like, no, it's not time for the teeth yet.
All right.
well, in Utah, you're not allowed to hurl a missile into a bus terminal.
I would hope so.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Say that again.
Unless you are an appointed officer or security personnel, it's illegal to hurl a missile into a bus terminal.
That's.
I mean, that's fair.
fucking something.
Okay.
You better be the right person doing it, or because if you're
Oh,
not,
jeez. All right. In Myrtle Creek, Oregon, it's illegal to box with a kangaroo.
Why?
so then we can't.
I mean-
we can't do our kangaroo fight there.
I mean, but we already seen Kangaroo Jack. I mean,
So, Billy, you've
fuck you
actually probably should have been arrested already because in Florida you can't fart in public after 6 p.m. So,
well, fuck.
so
I've done a good job of getting away with it.
you made it this far, but they're on to you now, buddy.
Another thing in Oregon, it's required by law. Dry.
How the fuck are they gonna know that? Like, that's so dumb.
It's also illegal for a wedding ceremony to be performed on a skating rink.
I mean, people could get hurt. Let's be fair.
They just want to like
Yeah.
upground funk you up, and they just want to like go out there and party. And they can't.
Going back to Ohio, it's illegal to run out of gas.
I don't want to go back to Ohio.
God damn Ohio. Like, does anybody like Ohio? Like,
No.
I don't.
I haven't met any. I don't even think people from Ohio like Ohio.
And in Fairview Park, Ohio, it's against the law to honk your horn in quotations excessively. because there was a time when a grandmother was fined for honking her horn twice at her neighbor, just 2 times, and she was fined.
So
for it.
why not just make it? Just don't honk it twice. Like what?
The word is excessively.
I know, but like we're saying 2 is excessive, so it's like you get 1
I
honk.
guess-
Just do it once.
It's because it's the government. They can't be too specific because then they don't get to use their gray zone stuff.
That would make a good
that they'd
like
like to use.
Key and Peele skit or something. Like dude's like honking it once, but he goes to do the second one, and they're just waiting with it like a ticket, like to get him.
Did you know in New Mexico you cannot dance while wearing a sombrero?
What?
There's like
What fun is that?
there. That's all there.
Rip to cheese.
It's got Mexico
That's
in the name. Like why can I?
And it's newer.
And it's a newer version.
In New Jersey, it's against the law to frown at a police officer.
Well, I think
Well,
most
well.
cops think that because, like, dude, if you look at them, they're like, "You're going to jail. I'm gonna shoot you."
It's also illegal to delay or detain a homing pigeon.
A what?
Homing
Why-
pigeon.
Like it's a missile. Like
A homie? Like it's got heat
It's a
seekers on it? Like what?
missile.
It's a heat-seeking
Heat-seeking
pigeon? Like
I'm gonna delay that thing. I don't want it to hit me.
So
Also, in New Jersey, real quick, it's illegal for you to pump your own gas. All gas stations
Oh, yeah.
are
Yeah.
full
Oh,
service.
yeah,
full
that's-
service only.
it's- It is so wrong when you're in
It's
Jersey.
so-
Get like you go to get out and they're like, no. You're like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, that's. Speaking
water
of
can-
Ohio, Cole, because you were saying no more Ohio, but in Ohio, you
Please.
cannot be arrested on Sundays or on July 4th.
we
I
we
already
said
mentioned
that one.
Oh, you did? God damn
Yeah.
it. We've
Come
said
on,
so many
Billy.
laws. We've said so many.
You're supposed to remember all 10,000 of them.
Did you know that it is illegal in New Hampshire to run machinery on Sundays?
It's illegal to do anything ever.
Ever on Sunday,
Sundays.
ever.
Did you know it's
for
illegal to
NASCAR.
wake up on Sunday?
On
Like,
Sundays,
Well, I told you, dude. You just sit in the corner and just pray no one sees you.
yeah. And if they do,
Dear God, you're illegal somewhere. Is it legal to
it's
even be a
illegal-
cop on Sunday? Like,
It's illegal in Nevada to drive a camel on the highway.
to drive a camel, like you. How do you drive
ride
one?
or do
I
you
put it
drive
in-
a camel?
put it in
It says
third gear.
drive a camel, but
Well, I don't know how the hell you do that, but all right, boys. I'd like to make an announcement.
Congratulations.
I have tacos. That is all.
all right.
From where?
Remember, don't
we
marry
know.
it.
The kitchen.
Yeah, if you marry and eat it, you're
Oh, so
okay.
homemade.
I'm not marrying this taco. This is straight
Do you know it's
murder.
illegal to eat a taco while pregnant on a Sunday porch step of the mail room
While doing a podcast.
before 6:30 p.m. on 4th of July
At Watkins Glen.
during the Cheez-It parade.
If your name is Jay
Arthur Millerson
the Third.
Jr. So that's illegal.
Another thing that's illegal to do on Sundays. In Massachusetts, it is unlawful to deliver diapers on Sundays, regardless of emergencies.
Now that's some bullshit. Dude, if there's shit flying, we need those diapers.
They're not flying no Sunday.
Speaking of undergarments, in San Francisco, California, it is illegal to wipe your car with used underwear.
That's fair.
No, you should be able to do what you want with your car
And your own underwear.
and your own underwear.
I mean, if it's
Um,
your
it-
car, that's fine, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Boston, Massachusetts, it's illegal to play the fiddle.
On Sundays.
No, just in general.
So there's no like bluegrass
fiddle
music
players.
in
You
Massachusetts.
cannot play a fiddle in Boston.
What fucking founding father was like, I've had enough of that shit.
Some pissed off.
apparently in Horny Town, North Carolina.
What?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
It's
illegal to be horny.
On Sunday.
Shout out to Robert Kraft and Sean Watson. It's illegal to open a massage parlor
To
in
open one.
Hornytown, North Carolina.
Oh, well, that makes sense. That makes sense, though.
Go on.
There's a lot of funny business going on.
Well, you're in Hornytown.
But he said open one, so you can't like run one and like open it on a Sunday. You can open it like Monday.
No, you can't even. No, like you literally cannot open that as a business.
That's
You can't,
stupid.
like,
They
sit
ought
on
to.
it.
They ought to have made that town like just full on places like that. That'd be like a
There
tourist
should be
attraction.
brothels and
Yeah,
prostitutes.
absolutely.
And everything going on there.
do
That
you
should be
think
the
they have strip
lawless
clubs?
town.
There'd be sex stores everywhere, like fucking porn theater, like glory holes and
Constant
shit.
sex.
Yeah.
You think they have
Yeah,
like
you gotta
strip
get the
clubs and
mail
everything in
and
there?
it's fucking.
If they don't have
Probably.
massage parlors, I doubt it, brother. I'd just change your name at that point.
In Provincetown, Massachusetts, it's illegal to sell suntan oil until after noon on Sunday.
Enough with the Sunday. Let me do what I want.
Did you know that in Massachusetts you have to have a license to have a goatee?
What?
All right.
Fuck me running.
What about a beard? That'd be fucked.
Snoop, we're fucked. We can't have any goatees.
No, arrested on site.
If you don't have that thing shaved, buddy, I'll fucking arrest you. Citizens arrest you.
Straight to the.
Swear to God, I will.
Don't try it, dude. I'll rat you out before that.
I'll fucking make sure. I'll tell me you had sex with a porcupine in West Virginia, wherever it's at.
All right, dude.
Oh
I'll tell
my
them that you were taking a
fucking
raccoon
God.
stick up the ass.
Oh,
Dear
right.
God.
All right. So speaking of the Hornytown, North Carolina, we're kicking it over to the other side of the states, going to Arizona. It is illegal to promote the use of or own more than 6 dildos.
Why 6?
I don't know.
Well, because
Six,
you
six,
see,
six seems
Chase,
already too much.
Chase,
like-
I figured it out. Okay, how many days in the week are there?
Oh, there's
Oh,
seven.
There's
No.
7, right?
No.
Sunday.
Sundays you can't have a dildo.
No dildos on Sundays.
That's right. So you
It's
have
because God's
the-
watching on Sundays.
If you're dilling yourself on a Sunday afternoon, you're going to jail.
into hell.
And to hell.
Did you know that if you get caught eating peanuts in church in Massachusetts, you can get jailed up to 1 whole year?
A
Who
year,
the fuck wants to eat peanuts, let alone eating peanuts in a church?
buddy. Church gets kind of boring. You need a snack sometimes.
Sometimes a little peanut is all you need to get through the Lord's Prayer.
That's right.
In Hawaii,
In Hawaii.
if you're a clown, like
Say
a
that
little clown
again?
doing like that behind the
Yeah, spell it.
Spell Hawaii.
HAWAI.
All right, you're looking at it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all asked him.
Well, you know how great,
I'm
Chase,
literally
you
looking
never
at it.
know.
Chase, you know how great that would have been
But
if you misspelled it.
hopefully people in Hawaii don't have like the little clowns for kids' birthdays and do like the little coin trick behind the ear or in their ear or whatever.
Oh, fuck
It's
that.
illegal to place a coin in one's ear. So
That's
God
why they
forbid,
call it that's why they call it magic, brother. I don't think they
Mm.
actually put a coin in your ear.
God forbid, I want to put 2 quarters, one in each ear, and call it 50 cents.
So,
Shout out Curtis Jackson.
does anybody have a word for Billy to spell this week? Are there any tricky words?
Billy, I've been asking you for this. Spell xylophone,
That's kind of hard.
please.
Hold on, let's give Billy a word that he probably can't spell, but like probably at least 50% of
Just
people
wait,
can
Chase.
spell.
Hold on. Let him spell xylophone. Spell xylophone.
Doesn't it start with an X?
I don't know, does it?
Zebra cadile.
Xylophone.
I feel like it starts with an X if I can remember from having like music class back in like 6th grade. Isn't it? It has to be an X and then Z, right? To
Yeah.
just start it.
That's
least
where it
get-
tricks you. Yeah. So
You
you got the tricky part right. You're like, come on, xylophone. You were there.
Is it I after a Z?
Yeah. So XZI
LA and then phone, I'm assuming.
LA. Spell phone. Spell it all. LA.
PHONE.
Not even fucking close. It's XYLOPHONE.
It was kind of close.
I was like, I remember one of them starting with an X. I was like, that has to be it. I was like, I know
What
there's
about,
an X in front of it.
What about baloney?
Oh,
BOLONGA.
Oh, you were so close.
So close.
So close.
My baloney has a first name.
What?
That's the rest of the song. You're supposed to say. You're supposed to spell it after that, Billy.
The G is before the N.
Bologna.
You were close.
I'm about to
buddy.
say the way I always
try.
remember how to spell bologna is I say Bologna.
Yeah, baloney.
Bologna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it's spelled. I don't know how the
It's-
pronunciation
buddy.
is baloney when there's no fucking E.
People's been worried about English for a long time, and we still haven't figured it out. So
Did you guys know that in Connecticut
God,
it's illegal to
to-
educate your dog?
I was gonna say on Sundays.
well, do we
You,
want
you
a
want
bunch
one?
of
You
like,
want
super
you want
smart
one on
dogs around?
Sunday? Hold on, I'll find something.
You know what happens on Sundays? Probably stuff in Florida. So
Yeah,
No
I was
problem.
gonna let Chase finish.
I couldn't find one, so go ahead.
All right. So, no matter the laws in Florida, Florida man's doing whatever he wants to.
The Florida Man. Story of the week.
So, this headline this week I have for you reads as follows. Florida woman called 911 on herself during an attempted carjacking so that she could do it legally, deputies say.
Huh?
That is so brain dead.
Let's see, Billy. She was from Tampa. Do you know this woman?
What a shock. Actually, you know what's hilarious is that there was another story that happened this past week. A man got lost. He had a warrant out for his arrest, so he called the police to help get him out of the woods or wherever he was lost at, and then he got arrested because of the warrant he had.
That was a great story for hijacking mine. All right. So, no, just
Well, it just went hand in hand with the fact that they called the police on themselves.
well, he got home, right? I mean,
Well, I don't think he did. I think he's in a jail cell.
well, I mean, he got out of the forest. He's not gonna get
Well,
raped
yeah.
by Bigfoot or anything, so that's good. So this woman, she was arrested because she called 911 on herself while trying to steal a car from a dealership, so it would be legal, whatever sense that fucking makes. When they arrived at the dealership, she told deputies that she trained in a game of Black Ops to steal the car. But called the authorities to make it legal, which I don't know.
I just, yeah, I don't.
None of it
the
makes
math
any
is-
sense.
The
but
math isn't mathing there.
I'm gonna assume drugs are involved, Chase. So,
Probably.
and speaking of drugs, I have another Florida man. This man stole a truck. He crashed it through a fence at Jacksonville International Airport and was quoted when they got to him, "Whatever I took tonight was not cocaine," was the quote. So he stole a truck and crashed it through the fence at Jacksonville International Airport. He did have a bag of white powder on him that fell out, I think.
I'm sure it was just powdered sugar.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, he said himself it's not
It's not
cocaine.
cocaine.
So
It is
It's not cocaine. It's the Colombian Bam Bam.
He goes, when they arrested him, he said, "I've used cocaine. I used it in the military, but whatever I took tonight was definitely not cocaine." And after proper testing, the officers confirmed that it was, in fact, cocaine. So,
So what you're saying is, it sounds like he got skimped out of that good stuff.
yeah, they
Sounds like-
cut that with like flour or whatever they do it with. I don't know. Snoop, what do
Sounds
they
like
they mix
drug is
cocaine
another
with?
thing.
I have no idea.
Gasoline.
No, not how they make it. Like what?
Oh, okay. Vitamin D or
Like formula or
let's see.
something?
Yeah, it's baby formula, but I forget the exact one. But yes, it's like vitamin D white, and then like some sort of powdered baby formula. That
My man was
make
about to
on the
tell us
Reddit.
how to make cocaine. He's like, all right,
no. I heard that from a friend.
From a friend.
well, first you
Paul.
got to get the gasoline, put it in the 55-gallon drum, get the leaves.
Do y'all think J-Paw knows how to make cocaine?
I fucking hope not.
You think J Paul has any weird laws on a Sunday?
Dude, nothing. You can't do shit in Mississippi on Sunday, I bet.
Well, let's find out from him.
No matter how nice the soap smells, don't leave the restroom smelling your fingers.
And that was J-Paw's words of advice. Join us next week for everyone's favorite segment.
What in tarnation?
That's wild.
Fucking Sunday, I knew it.
It's always Sundays.
Them laws. I tell you.
Good job, J-Paw. Fucking proud of you, man.
Ain't no laws when you're on the claws.
That's right.
So, Snoot, what law should they follow?
Well, you should definitely want to follow this one, and you should definitely smash the like button. Subscribe, please. And thank you for coming back each week to watch our content. Please check out our gaming channel. And please like, comment, subscribe on both, and let us know what you want to hear week in and week out so we can bring it to your attention.
I hope everybody enjoyed us talking about fucking laws for like 50 minutes. So,
Because if you didn't,
going
Straight
straight
to
to
jail.
jail. On Sunday, especially. Oh, a warning, do not listen to this podcast on Sunday. Jail. So,
That's right.
and if, you even open YouTube on Sunday, jail. If you breathe on Sunday, jail. So,
but if you like this comment this podcast, probably jail, but
you'll
we
feel better
appreciate
about
We
it.
love you.
Yeah, you'll feel better about like going to jail. So. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Ah!
The buzz.
Got the bust.
Peach and Win.